What is up, guys? Politics Gaming here, and today we are doing a brand new live stream. I'm going to go ahead and get this game started, and we're going to start on the game that I have going. All right, and let's go over to sound. I'm going to go ahead and put the sound back on. And let's go over here. Let's go ahead and start a new game. So I have a game going already. I'm going to do telecom company. Telecom, was that operators? Yeah. Okay. So we're going to go over here. We're going to call it General Motors Company. Founded in 1908, $204 billion, 103 billion market value, and 6% net results. We have 2 subsidiaries and nearly 100,000 employees. So what I'm noticing is that these companies, some of them are really hard to find because some of them are listed as another one. So for some reason, General Motors is actually listed as a telecom company. So I had a very hard time because I'm like, there's no way they didn't put Ford and General Motors and everything like that in this game. And I was like, okay, I guess I found them. So we're going to go ahead and play as General Motors today. We're going to make a couple of products. Gabe, what's up? History Gamer, what's up? Lightning, what's up? King P Polo, what's up? Why the F is General GM a telecom company? That's what I was wondering. I'm like, what kind of stuff does General Motors make? Hello from the city of Kharkiv. Wow, we got someone from Kharkiv in here. And I remember you saying you were from Ukraine, but that's interesting that you're from Kharkiv. What's the situation over there? Like, what's the general feeling in Kharkiv? Not good.
Hello.
Yeah, see that.
I am your personal assistant. I will keep you informed about some important points as we go. Or I will speak up in critical situations. And there are a lot of things that could happen.
Yeah, I get it. Oh, that's what I was gonna look up. I wanted to see. So, General Motors, Telecom, GM's Vehicle Intelligence. Freedom Fighters, what's up? Is an automotive manufacturing company. Chevrolet, GMC, Cadillac, and Buick. Weird. Subsidiaries, they have the company originated as a holding company for Buick, established on September 16, 1908. The largest seller of horse-drawn carriages at the time. First half of the 20th century saw the company grow into an automotive behemoth, as well as collaborations. Through acquisitions going through the second half, the company pursued innovation and new offerings to consumers, as well as collaborations with NASA to develop the earliest electric vehicles. Their current entity was established in 2009 after the GM Chapter 11 reorganization. 2021, GM announced its intent to end production of vehicles using internal combustion engines by 2035 as part of its plan to achieve carbon neutrality by 2040. Only 1 month of liquidity, Jesus Christ. I know, right? What I'm going to do first is, number one, I'm going to go to purchase of shares by individuals. We're going to go over here. We're going to go to telecommunications, and then we're going to go to General Motors Company, and we're going to buy $50 million worth of stock. That's General Dynamics. No, not General Motors. General Motors is a automotive company. General Dynamics is a aircraft company. So, it kind of gets a little confusing, but yeah, we are playing as General Motors, not General Dynamics. My biggest pet peeve: you often start with limited liquidity. Most of the companies that I've played have had plenty of liquidity, honestly. Okay. And then the second thing we're going to do, we're going to go to payment of dividends and setting of annual goals. We're going to give a 3% profit sharing bonus, or profit sharing to our what do you call it, shareholders. We're going to set our consolidated revenue goal to $235 billion for this year. And then profit goal is going to be $20 billion. And then my pay is going to be $603,000, and I'm going to ask for a $5 million bonus. $5 million, but it's going to be paid out to me in shares of the company. So I'm trying to get as many shares as I can right now. I might actually reduce that. I'm going to do $3 million, because IPO. Okay. So we have two subsidiaries right now as the GM company, as the consortium that we were playing as. So we have Cadillac and Buick, but we have Bioc and we have Codilic. We have the Codilic company and we have the Bioc company. Now, what really confuses me, and I'm probably just going to suggest this to them because I don't really think they have a major presence in a telecommunications ring. I don't know why they got put in as telecommunications. But General Motors is not a telecom company. It is a automotive company. So it doesn't really make that much sense that there's a lot of presence that they have. And even if I go over to here, like retail outlets, the first thing it shows is the Corporal Engine International. Just shows sales office, commercial offices. And then if I go over to the actual subsidiaries, then we have car dealerships, commercial office buildings, etc. So one of my cousins works for GM in Cincinnati. Nice. Yeah, here's his little no, it's Louisville. Where's Cincinnati at? Do I have a plant there? So then I'm going to go to create a new product. We're going to go to Codelic. We're going to call this Codelic Ranger. And we're going to do this on a 3-star range level. And we're going to charge $32,550 for this. That'll be a resale cost of estimated resale costs. Is that 6 million? And 1,000. That's million. So then my margin forecast is going to be 14,000%, but it's going to create a CO2 impact of 0.52 tons per year, probably. We also have 3 types of product that we can create as a automotive company. We can do a car, an electric car, or an autonomous car. What is range level? It's basically the quality of the product. So if I have a 1-star range level, then it's going to be a 1-star product level. If I have a 3-star, then it's going to be about good, but also not the best. Where's my EV production, PG? What should I name my EV? We're going to create this, and then we're going to give it some time. So I actually talked to the guy in the Discord server, and basically he did say that usually you should be able to see production start to take effect about 2 weeks after creating the product. It doesn't do it like that. I've actually seen it do nothing after a couple of months. So that's probably a bug, but I've created another product before as the Pepsi company. And basically that one started to sell. So it was kind of like weird how like some of it wouldn't sell, but then other times it would sell. Also at the end of the year, holy crap, your share price goes up so much. A luxury EV sedan named Thor would go so hard. All right, we're going to create another product just because Buddy is really wanting me to create this. Okay, so a Buick named Thor. I'm going to call it the Buick Thor. A high-end range. We're going to create this, and then we're going to sell this for $47,000. And then I need to go over here because we are an automotive company and we are giving such lackluster funding to our cybersecurity. So we're going to go ahead and do 5.50% of our expenses will be allocated to cybersecurity. Okay, I'm gonna go ahead and save this. We're just gonna be doing like pretty often saves. That way I don't lose that much progress, because someone actually did say it. It said, they basically said like I heard that the company mode is actually way more broken. It pretty much is. It is pretty unstable. It does crash a lot. It is pretty fun, so I like to play it. Can you make a space company? I know there's a sector for the aerospace industry. I don't know if there is a possibility for you to create it. I'd have to look. Let's look at the top companies right now. Shell is in the game. I knew it. Maybe you can play it. Oh, I didn't know they were British. Here's another automotive company, Stellaris, and you can play as this. Can't remember what they make, but Stellaris is actually a pretty big company. You've heard of the okay, I can't even remember. Stellantis. It's called Stellantis. They create Chrysler, Fiat, Jeep, Ram. Yeah, Ram Trucks is owned by them. Dodge, they own Dodge. And then a couple other European ones that I've actually never heard of. Can you build branches, stores, offices in a country, other countries? Yes. Who else do we got? WBA company. I think this is like the equivalent to Walgreens. Definitely isn't. CVS is actually way more valuable than this. I actually don't even think they're worth. No, yeah, they make that much. Market value, yeah, that's about right. General Motors, Ford Motor Group. So this is what it shows up as, railway transportation, and they show up as an American company. So the Ford Motor Group is right here. For some reason, you can't play as it. At least as far as I can see. China Phones, Verizon. Can you vertical the supply chain? What does that mean? JP Morgan. Oh, yeah, that's what I wanted to see. I wanted to see if Chase was in here. Citicorp, JP Morgan, US Finance Ventures, and Wells Fargus. Mr. Bayp, what's up? All right, so let's go to partnership between the brand here and sponsoring, publicity, trade shows. Nah, I'm gonna avoid trade shows for right now because every time I've been able to do it, it actually crashes the game. Can you play as a military contracting company? You can play as a weapons manufacturer. So like you can mostly you can play as a literally like the equivalent to General Dynamics. Let me. Where's the company list? Sectors you can play as telecom operators. See railway transportation, Ford Motor Group. Insurance, finance, Berkshire Hathaway. Oh, there's Fannie Mae. Fannie Mae's in here. I didn't know that. Let's look. Where is it? Building, housing, and roadway. There's no American construction company? Well, yeah, Caterpillar's supposed to be in here. What are you talking about? Produce the raw materials. Was that? Can you vertical the supply chain? Yes. So basically, if I want to, and that's usually gonna be a goal for a lot of my corporate gameplays. So if I wanted to go over and I wanted to say, okay, I want to buy a steel company and be able to produce that myself. So I can go over here, I can go to make a buyout bid, and then I go over here and I can go to steel. And then I can say, okay, I want to buy CC Partners from the United States. And then say 26,000 employees, the market value is $23 or $23 billion, $38 billion revenue, and then the share price is $23.25. I can hit confirm. I did not hit confirm. Steel, go to CC Partners, and then so I can say, okay, I want to offer you guys $70 per share, and then I can borrow to make this purchase. I can borrow $40 billion. So then I can say, okay, this is how much I'm paying for the loan, and then I'm only contributing about $30 billion to this. But looks like that's $70 billion. I may not have that much cash in the bank right now. My company value is $102 billion. I only have $25 billion in the bank. So I need to be able to build up my cash reserves, in order to be able to purchase a company. So in order to vertical the supply chain, yes, that is a possibility, but I need to be able to have the money to do it in order to buy out those companies. And it gets really expensive. So that's probably one of the best things to do, is that you can one of the best things that you can do is that you can basically say, like, yeah, like I want to go and like purchase like an electronic components company or a steel company, and then I can say, but if I don't want to do that, then I can go over to a vendor, and then that's actually what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna go to Codelic. We're gonna purchase this for Codelic, and we're gonna say we're gonna try to keep to American companies, mainly that way we don't have to pay the extra money for custom duties. Annual component, annual consumption, production capacity. We're going to say 1,000 components for $1.5 billion. We're going to send that over and see what their response is. $1.55 million per component is how much they were, what the contract was at. So that way we know what to negotiate it to. Can you build something in the game? Yeah, you can build like automotive factories. Net price. it was 1.55, right? So 1.75. And then, so what you saw me do at the very beginning was mainly buying my own company's stock. That way, whenever I do eventually grow my company, my net worth will be able to increase along with the company. So I buy it at like, what, $55, and then I can sell it at like $200 and make like 150% profit, whatever the math is there. Staff demotivation. Contract rejected. Your last offer is less attractive. So then contract with the vendor. I need to sign agreement with wait, no. I should do it with Biok because I did Sweden, Taiwan. See how much it's going to be from Taiwan. 52. Let's do 300 components. I like to overstock. That way I have enough to expand production whenever I need to. Okay. We're going to send that. Vendor. Biok. Fossil fuel, hydroelectricity, nuclear electricity made in large and small hydrogen batteries. Oh, they're called hydrogen batteries now? Okay, so we had recycled steel. CC Partners. We're going to buy it from them. And how much do we need? So we're going to do 700,000 tons worth of steel. We're going to sign a distribution contract as well. So we have the recycled steel. We have plastics from the Burrow Company. I dealt with them as Pepsi. Then 2,000. Let's do 4,000. $22 million. Hell, let's do more. They have a maximum production of 2.9 thousand, so let's let's say 50,000. Nah, that's too much. 15,000, $85 million. That's fair. Price that we're gonna get back is probably not gonna be fair, but should establish production plants in Africa where the workforce is cheap. Yeah. Especially Nigeria. Oh my god, we're gonna have like just Nigerian General Motors vehicles. Yeah, and it actually gives you the option to study these types of so we have the Biok Thor. It actually gives you the option to study these types of scenarios. So if you go over here, we go over to the United States. So if I want to go to Nigeria, so we look at the United States. Corporate tax 21%, employers' expenses 15%, employee expenses 7%. HDI, minimum wage, is going to be important. Minimum wage is $1,099. Usually does get increased by the end of the first couple of months. So then we can go over and say, okay, we want to consider opening a factory in Nigeria. And it'll say the minimum wage there is $50, active population 52%, GDP per capita, unemployment rate, corporate tax is 30%. That's going to be very important because if you're paying 60% of your pre-tax revenue over to the government of a country, then you probably won't want to open in that country. I think it's fair for people to dislike the game. I think it's like, I don't necessarily understand the whole like just constantly being negative kind of thing. People have the right to feel what they want. They have the right to say what they want. And I'm not going to like sit here and like block people in my chat from talking about it so long as it's like respectful. But I also just kind of think it's like, number one, you haven't played the game. Honestly, like you haven't played the game. You're just looking at it. You're saying like, oh, it's just another piece of trash. Like, okay, I'm not saying it's not buggy, but it's like, it's, if you don't want to support the game, don't support it. Don't buy it. Wait until it becomes better, or if you are disappointed still by the time it releases, then don't buy it. Distribution contracts. So I need to do Bioc. I'm going to do a distribution agreement with an American company. We're going to do... who do I want to do? See, I was having trouble signing these agreements. T&A Corporation. PA. Okay, we're going to do this guy right here. AM Corporation. We're going to say a distribution affects all the products the producing company sells. Territory affected, the world. Global agreement only affects the country where the distributor is actually located. Exclusivity, no. We're going to give them 45% discount on our products. The only way to have vertical distribution is to buy a company, right? Can't build a factory that your company don't have the original label. Has any hotfix already been dropped, or is it still in its initial version? It's still in its initial version, so there hasn't been any hotfixes yet. I think that has been a discussion about shit. I think it has been a discussion about whether there should be a hotfix, but they were inclined to release a patch all at once to fix all of the problems at once. Okay, so I seriously don't know if that contract got approved or not. Bioc. Let's try it again. United States. No, we're going to say world. Let's try 60% because apparently I don't know how high these margins need to be, but yeah, like it keeps getting rejected. National production of this good doesn't appear to be sufficient to meet the combined needs of your country, so that for some reason is bugging out. Distribution. Okay, I feel the game pulling a little bit, so I'm going to go ahead and save it right before the shareholders meeting. I heard Francie saying that if you buy this, you can get the Steam key for free. Can you confirm yes? If you buy this, version, then you will be able to if you buy this version, whenever the Steam version does come out, you will be able to convert it to you will be able to convert it to over to a Steam version. So that won't be an issue. You have to do like 50 to 55% minimum. See, I actually had let me see. Sorry, I got a notification. Something wasn't in my backyard. You have to do like 50 to 55% minimum. Okay, so let's go to distribution contracts. We're going to do General Motors, number 1. Number 2, we're going to go to AM Corp, and then we're going to do World. We're going to say no exclusivity. Exclusivity is only granted in treaty territories. In the event of non-exclusivity, multiple agreements with different distributors can coexist in the same territories. So, okay, so let's do... I'm going to do 65% just to see. Because as Pepsi, I was able to get these distribution contracts signed, but as General Motors, I've been having a lot of trouble with it. Okay, so there's a couple of things that I just want to see. Salary is more than reasonable. After some deliberation, the board, they never want to give me a bonus. I'll just have to earn my bonus this year. It's really cool that you can play as companies. Yeah, I agree. I like it. Contract rejected, of course. Are we going to try for an 85% discount? ANU, what are you? APP? AAP? A Chad company? That's so funny. Artemis Strategies, Malawi. Yes, I really want to send some of my good old Buicks over to Afghanistan. It's going to be like 3 sales, and it's going to be the top government officials. AM World. I say no. Can't you have your own car retail stores for distribution? Yeah, if this doesn't work, then I'm just going to go and like try to focus on building those car dealerships. Complete respect. Sharing the wealth. Complete respect. My value just went down. Okay. They don't want to work with me. So we're going to go to opening retail outlets. We're going to go to Buick, car dealership. We're going to say 5 dealerships per city. And we're going to do Dallas. We're going to do Fort Worth. We're going to do Oklahoma City. We're going to do San Bernardino, San Diego, Los Angeles, San Jose, San Francisco, and Las Vegas. So then that's something I'm starting to see is no one wants to... It's not giving me... It gives me the option to do this as Pepsi. Like, I never really had these issues as Pepsi. But there's supposed to be a cost meter down here that says, like, this is going to cost you, like, $800 or something like that. And now that isn't showing up. So if I try to say, okay, let's do a car dealership, 5 each. See, it's not even letting me confirm that now. Initiate closures. Let's see if the Cadillac one works. Yeah, see, it's supposed to pop up like right here. Opening of okay, let's try this. Tower. City. Yeah, okay, so it's working for the actual company, for like the mother company, but it's not working for my subsidiaries for some reason. General Motors. What if I select that? Open. Buick. Dallas. No. What if I save and reload this game? Okay, so quit this game. Quit. I'm trying not to get too attached to these saves, mainly because I know once this big update comes out, then it's gonna be like killed, so it won't be able to work and it'll be way too buggy to play. So trying not to get too attached to these saves. Alright, so let's try it one more time. Production. Boop, 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 boop. Opening of retail outlets. Go to Buick. Let's do Dallas. Please work, please work, please. Damn it. Okay. So I guess opening new retail outlets is kind of bugged right now. What if... Because I know I can... The game crashed. Alt F4. Guys, if you ever need to really do something really quick on your computer, if you ever want to find how to find the cheat codes in a game, hit Alt F4. It also does something really funny whenever you have like any window open. So just try it. Is there a difference? IPOs whenever a private company becomes open to stock market. When a hostile takeover involves a company requiring a majority of shares in a different company to take control of it. Yeah. If it crashes one more time, I'm just gonna go and play as my US save, and then we're gonna test the economy. Well, actually, 2024 might be. Damn, there might be a presidential election happening. Maybe I can play as Azerbaijan and try to retake. I think we could play as Azerbaijan and retake Nagorno-Karabakh. General Motors. I'll be right back. For those watching right now, go ahead and leave a like, subscribe to the channel if you are new. I think we're about to hit 35. I think we're about to hit, which one is it? 9,300 subscribers. So if you guys are interested, go ahead and help me hit that goal. We only need one more person to subscribe. So if you're not subscribed, then you're dead to me. I'm just kidding. Okay, so General Motors. Wait, new facility. Buick. Okay. New production unit is established to determine the salary level, various taxes to be paid, competency of the workforce. So let's do this in 5 months, or we can do 200,000, 50,000. Let's do another mega plant, and then I'm gonna borrow that $3 billion. I really don't have the funds to be able to afford another large purchase, but we're gonna go ahead and take on the debt for this. Who's winning the sub challenge? You or Francie? Me. I am winning right now. Okay. When will you start making bulldozers? Oh, yeah, hang on. Bioc, okay. I just threw him into like $3 billion more in debt. Bioc, Kodelic, 11 billion, General Motors Company revenue. Maybe that's why they needed to do it, because they didn't know how else to make it more realistic. So what I need to check is we're going to go over here. We're going to go to the Kodelic Ranger and the Bioc Thor. We're going to modify the price, and we're going to check to see what production is and if there's any stock. Production capacity in units per month. There's no production capacity. Cars made. Production capacity. So production capacity is not showing anything. We just have current production and other production. What is this? I wonder if I try Kodelic, car dealership. I wonder if any other building. Yeah, apparently it's just the car dealerships. Huh. So I guess. Wait, no. Sales branches is broke? Commercial office building. Oh, okay, hang on. Dallas. Commercial office building. And if I. So sales office. Sales branch. Okay, so we're gonna try sales branches here. Wait, we need to do this for Bioc. I'm gonna have to tell him that. Say like, yeah, that's unfortunately broke. Oklahoma City, Las Vegas, San Diego, San Jose, San Francisco, Sacramento, and Fresno. We're going to do a 10th city just to make it equal. Cincinnati, because someone said that their friend or something works in Cincinnati, in the Cincinnati branch. $699 million. So how much is this going to cost under this brand? What is the total money that... crap. I knew he was going to do that. We're going to do Bioc. They're at revenue 205. No. 17, 3%. We're going to do 2 per branch. So we're going to go back to Bioc. We're going to go to sales branch. Cincinnati. Dallas. Austin. Oklahoma City. Las Vegas. San Diego. Los Angeles. Bakersfield. Fresno. San Jose. San Francisco. And Sacramento. That really sunk their net results, so we're gonna wait. Then I think maybe if I need to give them a loan, so I can hand them over $4 billion. We're gonna do this, yeah. Shit. Okay, so let's do $2.75 billion. It's going to be lent over to the buyout company because we are doing some expansions. We're gonna do this at a 2.5% interest rate. Okay, so we're at $22 billion now, so we should probably stop spending our money and we need to wait.
Who are you kidding?
Who are you kidding? Net worth $9 million. It's mostly because all my money just went into like buying stock. I wonder how wars impact businesses and locations. Do businesses get destroyed and captured by the enemy? I would assume that they would get captured. The effect on that business is curious, mainly because I'm wondering, because I know for a fact, obviously a nuclear weapon is going to destroy all of this economic potential right here. And in turn, I would assume that it would affect the income of those businesses. So I'm sure that like losing control over certain businesses and resources, everything like that. So like if all of these were just to get attacked, nuked, airstruck, anything like that, then that company would be losing money. So I definitely know there is 100% an economic impact here whenever it comes to that. You just do a war real quick. I'm waiting for the game to crash. That way I can go play as Nagorno-Karabakh. Alright.
I am here to inform you that the cash flow situation is not good. We have less than a quarter's worth of cash left. It must be replenished without delay. We have various options: borrowing, increasing capital, cutting corners, selling assets, raising our sales prices. It's up to you.
Yeah, that is actually an option. Maybe I could take like a $12 billion loan from the bank. I have a B company risk level. Current loans yet to be paid, $4 billion, $4.1 billion. Simple loan not yet tied to an identified investment, raising significant risk for the bank who does not guarantee, which is mortgage and collateral. This game will allow me to live out my fantasy of a wasp businessman exploiting Central America for banana and coffee extraction. I swear to God, this is probably going to be like my very first, what do you call it? Series. We could do this, and then we could pay back the loan in like 7 years. How much money do I have left? So I have funds, $23 billion. If I go to like $15 billion liquidity, then I will take out a loan. Or if my share price goes below $50. I think we're going to stick it to either like $15 billion liquidity, or we're just going to like take it out if we need, if our share price goes too low. Or what is the where is it? Consortium, General Motors, what is initial public offering capital increase? How much could I get here? $87 billion. That is 100%. I don't know why I can do that as Pepsi, where I can get like, I was able to get like $300 billion whenever I did like 100%, but here I'm only able to get, so 192, 231, 12 billion, which is pretty much exactly what I was asking for the loan. What's my company? Oh, here it is. This is what I go to. 82%. Products, car. So there's 2 cars right here that we have not sold a single unit. Okay. We're going to hold off on a capital increase. We're going to hold off on a loan. Can subsidiaries belong only the parent company, or can they belong to multiple companies? So basically, the way subsidiaries work is that the only way that multiple companies can, quote, own the same company is if that subsidiary is listed on the stock market. So, for example, if I go to, let's go to General Motors real quick. So if I go over here to Codelic or Cadillac, if this is a private company, so this does not have any sort of stock listing right now. If I were to decide that I want to get this one to be listed on the stock exchange, I would go over to initial public offering, which this is basically where I can rapidly get that company to raise a lot of money. With the exception that I would give them however many sales, I could say, like, okay, like number of shares offered for sale. And then I could say, okay, I'm going to raise like $8.8 billion. We're going to put up 14 million shares for the stock market. And then I would say, like, let's list it at, is this $7? Yeah. Okay, that was $7. So then I can say, okay, let's list this at $20 per share. So there's a lot of different ways that you can do it. But basically what I'm trying to get at is that if I go over here and then I were to go to capital increase, and then I were to say I want to put up 1 billion shares from the General Motors company, that would put up about 65% of my company's ownership. And then someone, if they were to get 50% of that shareholding, then they would effectively make me their subsidiary. So technically, that is the point of shares, is that multiple companies are having a say and control over that company's future, basically. The only thing is that only one company is going to be able to own 50% or more of a company. You can't have multiple companies. So technically, 1, 2, 3, 4, well, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 8 entities own the General Motors company. The only 2 that I knocked out was the NYSE, the New York Stock Exchange, and myself, because I bought a bunch of stock. Can subsidiary co-own a parent company? No. A subsidiary is always going to be below the parent company. The subsidiary, unless the subsidiary buys out the parent company, they cannot be co-owners of their parent company. That's why they call it a parent company. My share price is all over the place. Funds. Okay, we're flattened out at $23 billion. We really gotta... What can I do? Codelic. 8%. Bioc. Should I have both of them take out loans? $325 million is already owed by the Cadillac Corporation. Bioc. They can have Codelic. 3.24. Maybe I can ask them for like $800 million. Pay him back in 5 years. Maybe 4 or 3. 3 or 4. Once I get more money, I really would like to hand over some more.
The trade show is coming up.
Have you played Plutocracy? It's kind of a corporation simulator with a political twist. I have not. Car Factor in Uganda when PG? Very, very soon. Very, very soon. All right, so our funds are going up. Maybe we can get up to 2 months liquidity. Car factory in Uganda, yes, when? Maybe in Rwanda. See, this is what I really like about this map now, is that playing as Rwanda will actually kind of be fun now. Playing as very small countries will feel so much bigger. Oh, crap. Okay, I was like, please don't tell me I have a bunch of factories over in China. I actually might open like 1 or 2 in Indonesia or something. Some are really cheap. This game actually does make you realize like the point of outsourcing, mainly because of business expenses. Highly underemployed, personal underemployed. We're seeing more than 1/5 of the company are completely idle right now, given the current production. So that means I need more factories. The company system for economic growth will mess with small countries, though. Possibly. Sale of shares to individuals. Why do I only have 5 shares? Where did all my shares go? You're kidding me. All right, nice. I've sold 1 single car in Greenland. Can you imagine? 3 of them are in the Isle of Man. 3 of them are in Azerbaijan. 3 of them are in North Korea. How the hell did the North Koreans get their hands on these cars? There has to be a way to, like, I don't know if this was supposed to be in the game, but it would be really nice if I were to say, okay, like, I don't want my product to show up in these countries. So, like, for example, to abide by sanctions against the Russians, then I could say, like, we're not going to sell to anyone that's in Russia. But maybe it'll say, like, these sanctions are being circumvented, like they're buying them in, like, Germany or something and then transporting them back over into Russia. And then maybe there's, like, a little mini game where you have to, like, increase funding to ending sanctions circumvention, something like that. Center annual operating budget at max capacity, $6.8 billion. Number of researchers wanted. 30 months, Jesus. Research department, research center, R&D department. Do... Basically just kind of like playing, just waiting. Wait. Electronic component supplier contract excessive. As part of the contract with AQE, one of our suppliers, the quantities specified are excessive given our current production volume. In this end, it will cost us money and we can no longer stock this surplus. We should renegotiate or terminate this contract with AQE. And then same thing with plastics. We can no longer stock this surplus. So if I go over to Bioc, still nothing. Yeah, 3 months later, 4 months later, and still nothing. Because they should have, like, okay, modify prices, Codelic Ranger. Yeah, we just have production. There's no stock. There's no production capacity. Yeah, 100% a bug.
our production.
Capital. All right, I'm gonna go ahead and save this. I think you might be looking at surplus production. No, it's I talked to the guy on the Discord server, and basically he said that the stock that you are producing should show up after about 2 weeks. And it's been 3 months. But the weird thing is that whenever I was playing as Pepsi, I was able to create a product, and it did eventually start selling, and I got like a huge bonus off of it. And then I created another product, and nothing happened. So it was really weird. Sponsoring publicity, trade shows, contracts, and there should be also an option here for me to be able to see and cancel all of my active contracts, and there's no way for me to do that. I haven't gotten any products that sell. Yeah, you're not doing anything wrong. Like we said, this version is still pretty buggy, and I'm very much trying to make sure that this gets fixed, because I really, really, really do want to be able to play this version efficiently. And it works, but it also doesn't. So this side of the game definitely needs to be worked on. I'm gonna go ahead. Doing vendor contracts never increases my sales. Yeah, see, the weird thing is like, it felt like anything I was doing just was not working. So we are going to I'm going to go ahead and leave that be for now, and I'm going to go play as a country. I think, see, I want to be Azerbaijan. I want to be Azerbaijan and like go and like invade, but I think I'm just going to test out the economy for right now. Lucid, USA. All right, Let's check on my economic growth real quick. I want to see where that's at. Ooh. What's going on? No, I don't want to go into a recession. Damn, bruh. $82,000 a share, Jesus Christ. Geothermic power plant. Dom Energy US. Solar powered. There's GitHub. It's a subsidiary of Microsoft. Someone said, apparently someone was saying like, let's look. Someone said that apparently Volkswagen was not in here. So I remember seeing it. Germany. I swear to God, Volkswagen is in here. The governments buy shares, and can they only nationalize the whole sector? No, you can buy shares. You can't buy shares directly, but you can basically nationalize it. So if I come over here, I can either fully nationalize all the companies, or I can nationalize or privatize part of the companies. So like if I go over here, then I can go in and I can say I want to nationalize Tesla. And I can do either a partial nationalization or I can fully nationalize it.
Sure. Huh. I hope you...
Damn, look at the difference between my purchase price and sale prices. Jesus Christ. Production. Let's see what I thought. I thought you were supposed to be buying from the companies. I guess not. I guess I was mistaken. 81, 403. That is fuel. Biotechnology. Missile launch, silver. Wood. 423 million. I'm gonna give it to him. Raise the purchase price. 130. What? Oh, I was purchasing it. Damn it.
Respect.
Jet. Bilateral. Suggest. Ooh, favorable change of regime in India. See what that does to my diplomatic relations. Ah. I just need to. That's one thing I really need to try. I really need to try like playing one of these really really small countries. One like a company as a small country, and then just try so hard. I mostly want to do this with like coffee or like oranges or just some sort of like farming sector, and I just rule over Central America like economically. Seriously, I hate it whenever it doesn't. If I had a nickel for every time someone would ask me when this game is coming out on Steam, I don't know. I don't know. Did they break Guatemala up into regions now? They did. And I just need. Oh, they did that to Nicaragua as well, I think. I wonder if they still have the bug where Colombia basically like collapses into like civil war, and it's like a very like stalematey civil war where like no one's fighting, but all these like half of the cities in Colombia just like are occupied by groups. Oh wow, Master Sam, I have not seen you in a very long time. How have you been? Bangladesh to the moon when? That is so funny. Okay, so finance, point 2. Can companies donate to charities to improve living conditions? Not, no, no. So if I go over to Secret Services, CIA, no FBI, secret files on political parties, started rumor, consortium CEO. Same ones. Doing good. I've been playing other political games such as Victoria 3, Hearts of Iron 4, and EU 4. By the way, why don't you give them a try? I tried Victoria. I never really got into it. Hearts of Iron is too complicated, and I never played EU 4. McRib. I know I need to try I need to restart my own McDonald's gameplay. The only thing is about some of the ones I don't like, especially with just how broken a lot of things are. I don't necessarily like the multinational sense. At least like until everything is fixed, I want to kind of avoid like having to manage so many subsidiaries like McDonald's does. Is the game public? Yes. We need a patch, please. I know. We really, really need a patch, but they're hard at work right now, and I would say maybe we get a patch maybe in the next few weeks. I'd say maybe in like a week or two. Like I haven't heard anything yet. I think the guy that runs the Discord right now, the Eversim Discord, I think he fell asleep because he was up pretty late last night. 174 billion. Yeah, you can actually see how broken the taxes are too. Other revenues makes up $4.1 trillion. Most of my money, I literally had to create a value-added tax just to be able to not worry about debt. So in the next update, I've already reported this to him. That should be fixed. So the game is kind of like 4th Gen Warfare mixed with Power and Revolution. Yes. It's like 4th Gen Warfare mixed with Power and Revolution and that one company game that I can't think of the name. Here's aerospace industry. A lot of you guys were like, is it aerospace, can you build rockets? I don't know if you can build rockets, but you got a little SpaceX rocket going off. 25,000 people working here. I also like the addition of losses now that you see sales. Wait, so they actually got rid of profits. Okay, that might need to come back. Hang on. Here, losses. So they replaced profit. Wait. Okay. No, never mind. So if that's positive, then it'll say profits, but that's because the entire sector isn't making that much money right now. Let's give a $5 billion subsidy over. Why? It's interesting that we can now max out all companies in the territory. What companies deal in cement? Can we have a basic tutorial for companies? Someone asked. Buddy, the game came out. Give me a second. I think I'm going to make a basic tutorial for companies. Eversym, tell me I will patch out in Q4. Is this where what? Yeah. I think I'll try to develop like a basic tutorial for it, because I mean, like, initial public offering, people, like, there's a lot of company terminology that no one really knows about that I could probably explain pretty good. So yeah, I think a basic tutorial could work. Greetings from Turkey. What's up? I wonder if I can change any. Oh, okay, so that works. But doing it in company mode does not work. I guess it's hard to answer, but do Eversym seems like they're showing some different approach regarding the development of this one. 100%. There is a 100% completely different approach that they are doing on this one, and that's why, like, I want to give them the chance, because I was about ready to just give up, honestly. Like, especially because there was no communication before this game came out. There was no anything happening. I was almost ready to just, like, throw in the towel and, like, just be like, don't buy this game, don't do anything, like, this is stupid. Like, they I think they really should have done a completely different approach. I don't know why they thought it was okay to just not say anything the entire time, but on one hand, I kind of get it. On the other hand, I don't. So this, the way that they're conducting it, the way they're changing the rhythm of the way they're developing the game, I do believe that this is a completely different approach. Is he not going to utilize the highway? Okay. I'll have to report that as well. There's something else that happened earlier and I totally forgot what it was. I'm thinking of playing Trump in the final version, but I don't know US politics. I don't know Turkish politics, but I've been able to do pretty fine as them, sort of. Is it great to climb mountains with the vehicle? Actually, yeah, that's what I also wanted to test out.
Everything.
300,000 people were just protesting. See if I'm running a... Yep. Growth just keeps kind of like sucking down right now. Kind of like consistently. I think we might have a consistent recession here. I think it might actually be easier to go into recession in this game than it is before. But I also did hear that there is a... weather avenues is pessimistic but unreliable and the drought risk across the country is high. It's good news, yeah. A lot of people are going to be really negative about this, and that's one of the things that I've been noticing is like people just like a lot of the comment section, a lot of the discussion about this game is just like, oh look, it's a new drought icon. A lot of the discussion about this is that like, oh, like it's the same game, it's blah 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 blah. In terms of diplomacy, military, immigration, environment, literally every other aspect of this game is pretty much the same from the previous, except the economy. The economy does run, from what I am able to assess, and I need to ask around just to see what everyone else's idea is. From what I'm able to assess is that the game runs completely different whenever it comes to the economy. Features wise, pretty much everything is about the same, at least like everything that you can do, aside from the fact that you can, instead of criticizing like just in the media, you can literally just do it on Twitter. So if I wanted to talk crap about the UN, then I can talk crap about it. Kind of makes it a little more interactive. I kind of like that better than the previous one. But the other aspect that does feel a lot better is the size and scale of the game. So, like, for example, if I look over here, if I play as Rwanda, for example, it feels a lot more grand. Obviously, we only have one city and only one region, but there's a lot more room to build around Rwanda. Before, maybe you could throw like 5 things on there. You can probably throw a couple dozen facilities here in Rwanda in order to develop the country. Same thing for places like Kenya. They added regions to Kenya, finally. I actually want to play Kenya now. Yeah, like playing like countries like Kenya, for example, now is going to be a lot better. Number one, they got regions, and number two, there's just so much more room to build that it is going to be a lot better. So the scale of the map, when it comes to military operations, when it comes to economic development, feels a lot better. It feels way better than it did before. Playing something like Ethiopia in this upcoming series that I'm going to do after these updates come out is going to feel a lot better, because there's actually going to be a lot of room around to kind of like gauge my economy, and like, I mean, there's going to be a lot of tunnel building, everything like that. Is it possible to unite Africa? Take you a long time, but it also get really buggy. The more countries you annex, the buggier the game gets, because it's like spreadsheet on top of spreadsheet on top of spreadsheet, and you're taking in every single value from that country, so something's bound to break. I'm hungry, so I'm gonna go make myself something to eat. I'm gonna go ahead and end this stream right here. 500 views, pretty good. 23 people watching right now, really good. I'm gonna go ahead and end this right here. I'm gonna try to make sure that I go live sometime this week. I work until like a mid-afternoon tomorrow. So tomorrow, maybe evening, I could shoot for another live stream. I do want to, I want to make sure that I am actually streaming. There's sometimes I've literally gone like a couple of weeks without posting or streaming, anything like that. I'm trying to make sure that that changes, because like, I don't want to give up on this channel, and I want to get back into the groove of streaming and making content, everything like that. So I will definitely be streaming sometime this week. I'm probably going to do something different from the United States. This was kind of more of like a test run. Maybe we could play as Azerbaijan, take over Nagorno-Karabakh. The only thing about Nagorno-Karabakh right now is that there's no city to take over. It's like Stefan something. It's not Stefan something. I can't remember the name of it. But I do like the fact that Nagorno-Karabakh is back in the game. Very much like that. Make a united Azerbaijan. Maybe if the economy works different, it's less buggy to annex other countries. Maybe. I also do want to do a Georgia gameplay. Let's look. When are their elections? 156 days. Yeah, toward the end of 2024. I don't like how big South Ossetia and Abkhazia are. Unless those are like the actual borders of those. Look how close it is to Tbilisi. I also see the fact that the Russian military bases in these areas are destroyed for some reason. I don't think that's accurate, because I do believe that the Russians still continue to have a military presence in Georgia. Keep up the updates. Thanks a lot, bro. Not a problem. See, there was a Russian base here in Armenia. See, even playing this like something like Armenia would feel a lot better. What are your computer specs? How do you get this to not run like garbage? Computer specs. It is a 64 gigabytes of RAM. It is the CPU is a Ryzen 7 3700X. I do plan on getting a Intel, or I think I can still do, like, the motherboard that I have, I think I can still do a Ryzen processor, actually, now that I think about it. I don't know why I've only been looking toward Intel, because I know a lot of the newer Ryzen ones are LGA. Graphics card, I have a 4080, RTX 4080 inside of my computer. Fun fact, I got it for free. My girlfriend worked at a warehouse and was able to get it for me. She had no idea what it was until I looked at it, and I was just like, buddy, what? I have a gaming laptop capable of playing modern games on higher ultra, but it runs GPS 5 poorly, RTX 2060, 32 gigabytes of RAM. I forgot the processor. It's probably the... I don't know, like, even whenever I played Power and Revolution on my 1060, I never crashed. I never had issues. Like, I don't know. I custom built mine. And the thing about laptops too, and one of the reasons why I would not create content on them unless I had to be mobile. The reason I don't create content on them, the reason I don't like them for gaming, is because they overheat. The hotter your computer gets, the less functioning your computer will be. So if you're playing a game that is intensive, like for example, GPS 5 is intensive on the RAM. So if I look right now, my task manager, let me pull up my task manager real quick. I have 64 gigabytes of RAM. Running the stream and the game at the same time, I am using 45% of my RAM right now. 24% of my CPU and 24 to 40% of my GPU. On processes, let's look. I'm using 44% of my memory right now. 1.5 gigabytes is coming from Chrome, and 13 gigabytes is being used by GPS 5. The thing about it is that if you do have 32 gigabytes of RAM, if it's using more than 50%, it's going to start lagging. But the only other thing too is that you have to realize that this game is starting to... Wait, what? Oh, this is like what the former Salt Lake looked like. The more you use when it comes to computer processes like your RAM, if you're using more than like 50 to 60%, then it's going to have issues. At the same time, you also have to realize that the game is not optimized the way it needs to be. So even then, you can see this is still significantly lower FPS than I was using than I had whenever I was playing GPS 4. So especially whenever I pull up the company map and watch, yeah, see, wait for it. You see, I'm running at like 3 frames per second right now. That's one reason why. It's the amount of processes and buildings that are going to pop up. Just the game has to do more and more little facilities, everything like that, the more it has to know that is there, which is why it uses so much RAM, is because random access memory is supposed to remember this is in this little spot, this is in this little spot, this is in this little spot. Terribly unoptimized. I am getting a refund ASAP. Go ahead. No one's forcing you to keep it. If you want to keep the game and help develop these bugs, I mean, in the next update, I'm pretty sure the optimization issue is going to be fixed, because that is one of the biggest things that we were complaining about. But if you don't want to, don't force yourself to keep the game. Get a refund. The only thing is that you are purchasing it twice. So if I was you, that's why, like, if it's ever a broken game, I would wait. I would want the Steam release in 6 months so all the scarabs can be squashed. You and your weird Egyptian terminology. But that's my opinion. Obviously, like, it's your right to do whatever you want as a consumer. But anyway, let's go ahead and wrap this up. Guys, leave a like, subscribe to the channel if you are new. I'm gonna go have me some pizza rolls. But leave a like, subscribe to the channel. I will try to make sure that I do live stream sometime this week. Keep the game going, and tell me your suggestions of who you want me to play as. You guys want me to play as Azerbaijan? Maybe I could play as Turkey. Maybe I could try to play as Ukraine, try to fight off the Russians or something like that, and employ some sort of strategy there. Or I can be something peaceful, or maybe do another company or something like that. I have a feeling it would be an EA for eternity like most games, probably an update here and there, but nothing that differentiates from 2023. I think that this is going to differentiate a lot from 2023. I mean, the community interaction alone is already differentiating from 2023. If you don't think that that is differentiating, that the fact that we are directly working with them this time, and the fact that, I mean, at least they're acknowledging the failings that they've had over the past couple of years, that's pretty big, and I'm gonna give them my trust on that. And if they break that trust, then I'll let you know. But leave a like, subscribe to the channel if you are new. We'll see you guys in sometime later this week. Thank you guys so much for watching.